guys, my name is Alexis.
My name's Christian.
My name's Soraya.
Hi, my name's John,
My name's Alex.
My name's Tommy.
and we're gonna review the Wakanda Forever movie.
So, what I thought about it, I thought it was good. It was like the way they interpreted Chadwick Boseman's death into the movie was really good. And it's like, it didn't seem forced, and it was really sad. I cried.
Yeah, I didn't cry, but it was a sad movie.
Sad is a stretch. I think it was good. They could have did a little bit better with the fight scenes, but
It felt like she was fighting slow. Like, I don't know. There was a difference. Like, just the whole fighting scenes in general were way worse than the original movies, or than the first one to me. It felt like they I don't know. You know when she was on the side of the boat and she was like, she was clawing the fishman or whatever. She was like, they put her in slow motion the whole time she was doing it, and like it just seemed off for some reason.
Personally, I feel like it was a really good movie, especially the themes that they put in about why you would go to a war, why you would go to war and what you're trying to protect. I feel like they made a really good antagonist for the movie. And although he was the antagonist, you could actually see why he was doing what he was doing.
My opinion on it, I feel like it was kind of unorthodox. Like, I don't feel like it had enough to do with the first movie. Like, it was kind of just random in the second movie. Not random, but like
I like
not as I don't know, not as much a part of the story as the first one was, like, into it. I don't know how to explain it. But overall, it was a good movie.
I do think before you go to watch this movie, you should definitely go back and watch the first one, because although this one isn't hard to understand, and just having knowledge of the first one, you'd be able to understand the movie, but this movie is also heavily emotion driven, so for you to go back and watch the first one, it'll actually help you feel for the movie better than just hopping right into it with the knowledge or the memory that you have of the first one.
I like the fact that they brought in a comic book character, Namor. He's a really old character and he's never been put in a live action movie before.
Oh no.
that fish man,
Yeah, it was funny when he was
A-tier
like,
character.
Right when
he was flying. And I feel like they really should have buried her into that sand thing instead of putting her at the table. I really didn't get the point of that, because it would have been better if they actually buried her.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I liked his sister's suit better than his suit because the gold and the teeth on the mask.
I don't understand how everybody's talking mess about the suits. Like, I actually like the suit designs, but as far as the princess's suit design, I feel like the original Black Panther's suit looked better. Although her design wasn't bad, I like the classic Black Panther suit better. But everybody else's suit, I feel like it was really good, especially the scientist suit, the one where she was flying around with the rockets and crap. I really liked that one.
I don't like the fact that the movie was kind of based around the scientist girl. Like, she just came out of nowhere and just kind of, she was the thing that, I don't know, like, she was just the middle of the movie.
I think they focused more so on the scientist girl because for the plot to be so heavily driven on America and them trying to get vibranium, they just kind of cut out them and their intentions toward the end of the movie. And I think she was there to more so emphasize that they were still part of this power struggle instead of just cutting them out entirely.
Oh yeah, like her mom said, she had no idea that vibranium was outside of Wakanda, which I thought was a part.
That's another thing that threw it off. Like from what we heard in the Black Panther 1 too, like, it was just vibranium was only in Wakanda, and like we didn't know nothing about like any other source of it. And then they lose their herb, and then all of a sudden another movie comes to where they find new vibranium in the middle of the ocean with some random civilization that they never heard of before, and they have vibranium too, and then they get their herb back and she becomes the Black Panther. That was dumb to me.
Well, I feel like
I don't know how to explain it, but it felt rushed.
I actually think that actually spoke to the plot, because both of the nations with vibranium, it was openly shown that they were trying to avoid war at all costs. So I think it actually spoke to the plot that they only came out once, like they were actively looking for vibranium, because then they were in danger. They weren't in danger previously, and the place that they were inhabiting wouldn't be bothered until people actually started openly looking for vibranium. So the fact that they came out then, I feel like that actually made the movie better, instead of make, instead of them hinting toward it in the first movie, because that wouldn't really make sense given the way that the leaders of the nations were thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the ending, they could have did the ending a little better. In my opinion, he gave up way too easily for the goals he was trying to achieve. That could have been a bit more of a fight than just kind of, oh, I'm done.
But he said he was gonna use that against them.
Either way, I guess, but still, it just didn't feel right to me.
I liked the ending because it showed that he didn't really want the war. He just wanted to protect what was his. And the fact that they actually came together and had that mutual understanding at the end that they didn't have to kill each other to coexist, it actually feel like that was a good thematic end for the movie.
My rating out of 10 was about an 8.5.
I give it a 7.
I think y'all kind of lowballing, and I ain't even gonna lie. I really liked it, and I feel like I'd have liked it more if I'd watched the first one again, so I'll give it a 9.
Overall,
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
I give it like an 8.5.
I give it a 7.
I give it a 9, only because it was really sad and I cried because the mom, like, she died for real. It's not even funny.
She
Like,
died?
she died, like, it's like,
That death, I'm not gonna lie, was kind of lame. Like, how are you the queen of Wakanda and you drown? Like, go off in war or something, but you just drown. That's crazy to me.
yeah, that
But-
was crazy. And it's like, when he was like, you're gonna be the queen now, at first it wasn't clicking until I realized.
I like that. No, that was
That
hard.
was good.
He ate that line up.
And I like the scene when they was driving and the cops was like chasing after them, and like it was like the fire around them or whatever, like the explosion.
That was just typical movie stuff. One thing I didn't like was how they put everything in slow motion every time one of them water bombs exploded. The first time it was cool because it's just like, oh, water. And the third time it was kind of just, okay, you're stretching it. They could have did that one time and left it at that.
Yeah.
I like how they actually spoke Mayan whenever Namor would be talking to his people.
And I feel like it was a good movie. I like the beginning when they like had his funeral. That was real good.
Do y'all think the movie would have been different, like, if Chadwick didn't pass? Or, like, would he have been in the movie, or was
I don't think he's
it always going to be the same for the second one?
I may be wrong, but I don't think the second movie would have came out if he didn't pass. Like, I really don't think they would have continuated it. I think they would have just left it at the first one because there would be no reason for the Black Panther mantle to pass on. And another big thing of the movie was the fact that they didn't have anyone to protect them. And if they did and he was still there, then half the plot of the movie wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So the fact
movie
that
wouldn't have happened.
the fact that he died, although sad, I feel like it really was the catalyst to make this movie what it was.
Yeah.
I think they did good on making his sister Black Panther, because in the comics that's what happened when he fasted.
And I liked how when she took the when she drank the flower, whatever it was, and then when she went in that little transformation or whatever, and she met Michael B. Jordan. I really like that because
It's fun.
yeah, he looks so good in that, but that's not the point. It was like how the fire and stuff like that was happening, and it would have been like, I'm happy she didn't see her mom or her dad, and she wouldn't be able to see like her brother, yeah. But he just like made her the boss woman that she is, and I feel like that's why she really picked her suit, because it reflected on his suit. So it was really good.
I like their clothes
Yeah.
during the funeral.
But
I just like what the queen wore. I liked her outfit in general. Like every time she came out with an outfit with the hat on or whatever, I don't know why I liked that, but I liked it.
But their upgraded outfits, like the little warrior thing, and it looked like a squid or whatever, I ain't like that.
No, they could have made that look
It
good.
was so
Like I don't get the fish design.
yeah, I don't know why it was blue. Like I get because it was like water everywhere, but
It
they
could
could
have
have
been
had
like
their own thing.
black or purple, like Wakanda colors.
And they gave up too easily. I feel like Wakanda still had a little fight in them, and they just
Gave up.
well, they did good towards the end, but like in the beginning.
I just don't like the elders in general. But yeah, that's our review of the movie.
It was good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a good movie.